Hey, how's it going, guys? It is the Hoff, and today I wanted to show you what is, my opinion, should be the final version of what you do in creating an Oculus Quest that is just all out. So, the first thing you'll notice is I have the carrying case. This is the Oculus Quest carrying case. You can buy it yourself, or if you buy, I want to say it's for $130 is what I paid. For the Elite strap with the battery, it comes with it. Now, let me talk about that Elite strap for a minute because there have been quite some issues with it. So, when it first came out, you may or may not have noticed a lot of complaints in cracking that happened here. Now, I had mine since January, and I got mine, I think it was around January 2nd, or 22nd, 23rd, somewhere on there. And I'm not sure if they did anything different because I didn't have the original to have anything to compare it to. But from what my friend has said with his, mine looks potentially a little thicker. And it feels pretty sturdy. I haven't had any issues in almost now the month because it's the 20th of using it, and the kids have used it, so that's some wear and tear having some kids using Elite strap. And this is the one with the battery, so you actually have the connection in the back here to charge this up, and then as you see right over here, it has the connector so the battery can charge up the headset, and then you'll have all your power with no issues there. So I must say that so far, if anyone was concerned with the Elite strap, I haven't had any issues with it, with two kids of 10 and 6 playing it hard, and then me and the wife using it and making sure that I just extend it out pretty far and I lift it straight up on both sides, front and back, just to make sure I don't run into those issues. But the kids, they don't always listen and do that. So there is times where they just take the front off like that, and it would put that stress onto the sides here. But like I said, this feels pretty thick now. I think they may have done something in their manufacturing process to make this more sturdier. And then with that battery strap on it, not only do you get the extra life out of it, so it kind of doubles your playing time, but you now also have the counterbalance weight. So the front, it doesn't feel front heavy or anything like that. That just feels awesome. So the next thing which you may have noticed is these right here. So these are from Engineering AF, and what he has done, or they have done, I don't know if it's just one guy or if it's more working with him, but he went and he did the same thing for the first version of the Quest. And I even think when they came out with the Rift S and didn't have the headphones on them, but he took the Cost Porta Pros and he engineered some 3D printed material, and it's out there if you have a 3D printer, so you can kind of do this yourself. But for those that don't, you can buy these from him, and he has this 3D printed. The color scheme is about as close as you're going to get for a match without it being straight from Oculus. And overall, they sound very close to what I had in my Oculus Rift Touch that had the headphones on them from the factory, and they fit the same way. So essentially you have them and you just strap them on from the bottom and you clip them onto the top, so they fit like so. And then you do the same thing over here, bottom, and you just apply a little bit of pressure, or you can go from the top to the bottom, either way, and you get that full on snap. And then you just bring the cord to the front so it stays out of your view, and there you have it. And it plugs in here, keeps everything out, and they still maneuver out, so when you're putting it on, and then you can have them sit wherever you need to, and they move up and down as needed on both sides. And to me, they sound awesome. I'm playing a lot of Beat Saber, so you have that music, and then I also play games like Arizona Sunshine and Super Hot. Now in Arizona Sunshine, you get that spatial audio. So when you're trying to hear something coming over from that way, you're still going to hear it from that side. And as you move around, you're going to hear where it's exactly coming from. And that is why I really wanted something like these on here. And I've tried my headphones that were Bluetooth and over the ear of the SteelSeries, and they are the Pros, the wireless versions, the Arcus. But those with it Bluetooth to here, and I had this running as just the Oculus, not even connected to the PC, doing the link cable. It, for some reason, the blocks to slash were kind of jittery. It's like they'd stop and they weren't just gradually coming towards me like they normally do. So I really think that there might be a little bit of a hardware issue when you're trying to do Bluetooth as well as play certain intensive games. So that definitely was an option. Plus, I mean, you have those, and I wasn't trying to add too much extra weight like that, even though those are super comfortable. And I got my wife a pair in the white ones, and they're like one of the best wireless headsets out there for PC and console gaming. So I can't say too much on those. It's just working with these, it somehow would create issues in the game. So I was like not going to end up using those. The next thing that you may have noticed is this cover right here. So I went and got the VR cover, and this one is their thicker padding, and it also has like a pleather type material. I'm not sure, it doesn't feel like it's actual leather, but if you may have noticed with the regular Oculus, you just have foam here. And when you're getting really intensive games, like my wife does box VR, and in that you get really sweaty. And especially if you're playing even games like the Beat Saber, if you keep going more than just one song, you're going to get really sweaty. So in that, I said it would be nice to have something over that foam that we can just clean. Well, VR cover you can get from Oculus or VR cover. They have them on the Oculus site. But it allows you to just wipe this clean, and then this is a thicker padding, so you don't have it completely pressed straight up against your face with only that little foam padding. This is extra nice feeling padding that you could just wipe off with sanitizer or just a dry towel or something to get off the sweat. But if you're changing it out with people that, of course, live in your household right now, then just clean it off with a sanitizer little towelette, and then go ahead and wipe it dry, and you are good to go on the outside here. And another cool thing is this actually has, if you can see right here, there's some flaps, and you use those flaps to put over your nose so it blocks out the light better, because the original cover right here with the foam, it really doesn't block out the light that comes down. So I see light shining up, and I can see down there, and it just didn't feel great to me. always seeing that light down there. I want to be more immersed, and having it where the only light I'm seeing is what's coming from the lenses and the picture it's showing me makes it way better, and that of course helps in that aspect. The other thing is, when you pre-ordered, you got these, or you can get these now, but VR Cover has protective lens covers. And if you have kids or you travel with yours a lot, these are a must, because if these lenses get scratched, you're gonna see over it, and it's just gonna be visible during certain parts of games, or if you're watching videos in VR or anything you're doing in VR, you're going to notice it. And to prevent that, it's best to have this. So when you travel with it, even if you put it in a case like that, there is a chance that somehow something could scratch it, whether you're taking it out and you drop something out, whatever, you have these for protection. So that is exactly what you want to have, is use those, put them on, and then put them in the case. Now I will say, with this case, the reason these weren't on for the headphones is because of the fact that it won't fit in the case with these on. So the best idea is you put this in, and of course you have to turn this so it brings it in more and not all the way extended, and then you'll be able to put it in, have these off, and then slide these on top of where the controller area is, and you should be able to close the case. It's a tight fit, but they all do fit. The last thing, which I have over in my PC, is the official link cable. And that's going to be the $80 cable from Oculus that has USB-C on it like this, and then USB-C on the other area. It has the highest data transfer rate for the Oculus to the PC, and it is the official cable. I don't know why you wouldn't want to go with the official cable. I know it costs $80 is a lot, but if there ever is potential that games now or in the future are using all of that transfer rate, you don't want it to affect your game by buying a $25, $30, or $50 cheaper cable that is not officially licensed or made by Oculus. There are a few out there, and people have tested them and they seem to work. And by all means, if that's the route you're going to go with, as long as it works, makes you happy, fine. But me personally, I highly suggest the Facebook official cable, as it works amazing. There is alternatives for Wi-Fi and using beta software right now. I'm not sure if it's fully enabled and out of beta, but it allows you to do it wirelessly, but you got to be really close to a 5G signal using this and your 5G like wireless AX or AC router to get a good connection. And even that has some jittery problems at times. So it's just best to use the cable from Facebook, and I had no issues. I went ahead and used the Oculus link and got into the desktop, and I was able to see it perfectly fine, so I could end up having my video show on the computer screen so people could see what I'm doing. But I also have the power now of the computer and all the games that were on the PC, so you can use the Steam games or the Oculus games, and it all worked out flawlessly. So just to give a little bit of a recap, these were about $30 for the face cover. I believe it's $10 for the shield to cover up the lenses, the lens cover. These were $80 for the headphones, because you're paying for his service along with the Cost Porta Pros to get them all so they fit on here really nice. And they look, I mean, to me, they almost look like it's a factory design. And then you just kind of hide the cables as best as you can. And as far as I know, he even has a YouTube video showing you how to do it. And it's really simple. though I just showed you. Just pop them on and kind of hide the cables, and you should be good to go. And then I believe I paid $130 for the Elite battery strap, and that came with the carrying case. And with all that combined, I really don't think, besides one other accessory, which isn't a must for the comfort level, but there is an Anchor charger that, if you take this off, it has a little piece that goes right here. So when you set it down, it holds the headset. So when you're not traveling with it, you just set it there to hold the headset. And then it has rechargeable batteries with a piece that will actually recharge the batteries for the controllers, which is the biggest thing to have it for, because this, I never mind this. I can charge that, I can charge this, and then I have tons of playing time. And on occasion, if I lose playing time, because it needs to be recharged, I have a PC here where I just connect it to it, and I go ahead and game on, depending on the game, on the PC, and I'm good to go. I can jump right back into Beat Saber because I have it on both. Of course, Beat Saber is not crossplay, but I have it for both. So I just wasn't including that because right now I don't own it, plus the fact that to me, it's not a direct must-have, but rechargeable batteries, that is going to be the next thing I'm looking into for the controllers themselves. Beyond that, everything else here is what I think you have to have to fully get the comfort level of this to be the best look, sound, and comfort. Like, everything here is top-notch and makes this what I think they should exactly sell in the store. Like, just have this. Have it come with the Elite strap. Have the option to add in headphones like this that clip on. And then if you could, just widen the case a little bit on the edges to be able to fit the headphones. And then have it come with the VR cover with the lens protectors. Like, if you told me for an extra $150, maybe extra $200, I could get this from Oculus, even bundle in the cable. I mean, shoot, I would have went out and got the whole bundle package to be just like this, especially if it would have all came straight from Facebook, Oculus. So there you have it, guys. I hope you like it, and I'm glad you guys tuned in for the entire video. I thank you guys, and I hope your year is getting better and you enjoy watching my videos because it supports me. And any links I put down there for where to buy some of this stuff, if it's Amazon, I get some commission for it, so I thank you guys for that. And if you guys watch any of my other videos, I also thank you guys for that, for subscribing, watching, and everything you do, because it helps support my channel. And at this time, that is definitely something that I really need, because right now, if you sat in for the end of this video, I will make another lengthier video about all this, but my time in the military is coming to an end. At some point this year, I will be getting out the military on a military discharge, for a medical discharge, I should say, dealing with some back pain that I will not be able to recover from. And at my age, surgery is not the best option. So going through and seeing all the different doctors throughout the years, it just came to a point where I would be more of a liability on the battlefield should I stay in than I would be helping them out there. So because of that, and the Army being a deployable force, I will no longer be in. I'm going through the process of getting out. So everything you guys do here helps me, and I shouldn't have a hard time potentially finding something once I'm out, basically in the same career field, dealing with computers and network cybersecurity or something of the IT realm. But for now, I want to try to get some of the debt covered and everything else covered that I do have for some stuff. So that's why I say thank you guys, because you guys have been a tremendous help throughout the time that I've been trying to focus a little more on YouTube last year. And I want to try to get back into focusing more on it this year. So thank you guys, and I will see you guys in another future video.